Yeah, I think it's fascinating because I do believe that unlike, I would say, the popular narrative, it is possible to be profitable on Amazon, and there are many brands that are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there more than a year. You would be like, "Oh, this doesn't work," then you would shut it off. There are millions of brands on Amazon for a reason, and so I think that is kind of table stakes to start with. But I think in terms of, look, the fact that there are millions of brands on Amazon means that there are a lot of people out there that are doing something. So I'm doing something. And I think what I find when I come across the average brand is whatever comes out of the box and whatever platform they're in, that's what they're doing because it's free and it's the cheapest thing they can do. But how does that compare to best in class? And what does that mean in terms of the gap analysis? Or like, what could I be doing easily and more or less inexpensively? How do, like, you mentioned the idea of an audit, Sharon. Like, I'd love to understand, like, how do you figure that out?
Yeah, I mean, we do this for our customers every day, right? So we have something we do called a feed print feed audit, and we just take the existing data that you're either sending to Amazon or Google, and we'll do an analysis around, hey, here's how we think we should change all of this data. Here's the opportunities for you to look at it, and we can we can make recommendations around what channels you should be on based on your category, based on your size, based on the number of SKUs you have. And I think I love your point, Vinny, which is you can get started now. You don't have to re-platform your entire e-com or PIM stack in order to understand, like, there are solutions out there that let you come as you are. We can pull your data from anywhere, right? Whether it comes from an API on a, pre-integrated e-commerce system, or whether we're, you're handing us a CSV file or, across an S3, like we can take the data, optimize it, and send it to wherever it needs to go. And that can be a locally relevant, let's just test this channel to get started, or it can be globally scalable. And so I think working with partners that allow you to be both agile as well as scalable, I think is a big priority in the future when we don't know what changes the technology companies are going to make, particularly at the rate of change that AI is enabling all of us to change and iterate. So if there are those on the on the webinar who haven't downloaded the white paper, and I would recommend you do that. And if it's of interest, we'd be happy to conduct a complimentary feed audit of your existing systems and product feed in order to help optimize how we might be able to help you with your omnichannel strategy.
Yeah, and we've got the QR code there for anyone who wants to scan it. Sorry to anyone who sees my picture there. I look like Marty McFly fading away. That's the blurring not doing its job. But at least now I know how I will look as a bald man. So I'm kind of grateful there. But look, I just want to wrap it up now if we can. We've hit 46 minutes. I think that's an achievement in itself. But a huge thank you to Rick and to Sharon for taking the time out, and for everyone who's listening here now. Huge amount to talk about. I thought we could have gone on for a lot longer. And I hope anyone who wants to get hold of the paper will download it now, ask any questions, come back to us, scan the QR code if you want to get a free audit. And if Rick, Sharon, if you want to give your closing comment, and we will wrap up just after that. But thanks, folks.